Tonight, the U.S. unleashing another massive show of force in the Middle East, launching sweeping airstrikes across Syria in a deadly message to ISIS. Attack Americans, and there will be consequences.
U.S. military launching large-scale strikes against ISIS targets in Syria.
Iran has warned the United States against any attack, saying Tehran would strike back against Israel and regional U.S. military targets. Iran's government is intensifying a crackdown on protests against a severe economic crisis.
Today we are talking about a serious and important news story that involves the United States military, the group known as ISIS, and the country of Syria. This event happened very recently and has caught global attention because it shows that even after many years of war, danger and conflict in the Middle East have not fully ended. To understand what happened, we first need to understand the background. ISIS, also called the Islamic State, is an extremist group that became very powerful around 10 years ago. At one time, ISIS controlled large areas of land in Syria and Iraq. They ruled cities, collected money, and used violence and fear to control people. Because of this, many countries, including the United States, joined together to fight ISIS. After years of fighting, ISIS lost most of its land. Many people around the world believed ISIS was finished. But the truth is, even when a group loses land, it does not always disappear. ISIS fighters moved into desert areas, small towns, and hidden locations. They stopped acting like a large army and started working in small groups. This made them harder to find and stop. The United States kept a military presence in Syria mainly to make sure ISIS could not return to power. American soldiers worked with local forces and allies to patrol areas, gather information, and stop attacks before they happened. Even though this mission was dangerous, it helped prevent ISIS from growing again. In December 2025, something very tragic happened. A sudden attack took place in Syria targeting US and partner forces. According to US officials, this attack was carried out by someone linked to ISIS. During this attack, American soldiers were killed, and a US civilian interpreter also lost his life. Several others were injured. This attack shocked many people in the United States. It reminded Americans that their troops are still in danger overseas. It also showed that ISIS, although weaker than before, is still capable of killing and causing fear. Families of the victims demanded justice, and military leaders promised that the attack would not go unanswered. After this deadly incident, US leaders began planning a response. These plans were not rushed. Military experts studied intelligence, satellite images, and reports from the ground. They wanted to make sure that any action taken would hit ISIS targets and not innocent civilians. Then, in January 2026, the United States made its move. The US military launched a large and coordinated attack against ISIS targets across Syria. This was not a single strike in one place. It was a wide operation targeting many locations connected to ISIS. American fighter jets and drones were used in the operation. These aircraft flew long distances and used precision weapons designed to hit specific targets. The goal was not to destroy cities or harm civilians, but to damage ISIS's ability to operate. The strikes targeted places where ISIS was believed to be hiding weapons, planning attacks, training fighters, or storing supplies. The deaths of American soldiers and the civilian interpreter remind us that real people pay the price in these conflicts. These were individuals with families, dreams, and futures. Their loss is deeply felt. The US government honored those who died and emphasized that the mission is about preventing more loss of life. Leaders said the goal is not war for the sake of war, but safety and security. In the coming weeks and months, analysts will watch closely to see how ISIS responds. Sometimes, after strikes like these, extremist groups try to carry out revenge attacks. Other times, strong military pressure weakens them significantly. This event also impacts US politics. Military actions often lead to debates in Congress and among the public. Questions about defense spending, foreign policy, and troop deployment are expected. For now, the US military remains alert. Forces in the region have increased security and intelligence operations continue. the situation is being monitored closely. In simple terms, what happened is this: ISIS attacked and killed Americans, and the United States responded with powerful strikes to stop ISIS from attacking again. It is a cycle of action and response, shaped by years of conflict and difficult choices. This story is not just about bombs and planes. It is about global safety, difficult decisions, and the ongoing fight against extremism. It shows that even when a threat seems smaller, it can still be dangerous. As this situation develops, more information will come out. The world will learn more about the impact of these strikes and what they mean for the future of the region. For now, this event stands as a reminder that peace is fragile, security takes constant effort, and the consequences of violence are real and lasting.